This is a leadership book review for the University of Texas at Arlington's master's course in 5343. I chose to review the book Switch, How to Change Things When Change is Hard, because it came recommended to me by one of the nurse leaders within our organization. The book is co-authored by Chip and Dan Heath. They're known for several leadership books, and it's about change, as the title implies. It remained on the New York Times bestseller list for several weeks, and it also remained on Business Week's bestseller list for 25 months straight. Um, if you've ever wondered why making lasting changes in our companies, communities, and in our own personal lives is hard, then I highly recommend this book. Chip and Dan Heath both have pretty impressive resumes, and their parents jokingly say that they're just happy that their kids get along. Um, Chip Heath is an associate professor at Stanford's Business School. He's worked for Gap, Google, the American Heart Association, and a few other well-known organizations. Dan Heath is the program leader at Duke School of Business. He leads the CASE program there. He interestingly got his bachelor's degree from the University of Texas at Austin. Both these brothers have co-authored 3 books, Decisive, Switch, and Made to Stick. The purpose of Switch is to provide the critical tools in facilitating change in any situation and at any magnitude. Through the utilization of direction, motivation, the utilization of emotion, and shaping the environment, Chip and Dan Heath have given us just that, the tools to make change doable. The beauty of this book is it's really designed for anybody. The change ranges from organizational to personal, and the case studies and scenarios range from the wife that wants to help her husband remember to pick up the dry cleaning, to the physician that has the plan of opening a women's health clinic that turned into one of UC San Francisco's most successful programs. The book provides you with the tools to make change for any situation at any magnitude. The greatest strength of the book is that it can be applied to any change at any magnitude. We're shown through the book that to succeed, logic, emotion, and the environment need to be properly aligned in order to get stakeholders to exhibit the right behavior. The 3 steps of directing the rider, motivating the elephant, and shaping the path are clearly laid out, as well as the subcategories within each of these major tools. The book contains broad and ranging scenarios, from raising the American kid to saving third world countries, and the situation is different, the scale of change is different, but the pattern is the same. And my personal favorite is that this book is available on audible.com. It's hard to identify shortcomings of a book that remained on Business Week's bestseller list for 25 months straight, but here's my go at it. Number 1, the authors tried to make change applicable to every situation at every magnitude, and the book lacks direction due to this. Number 2, the multitude of scenarios in each chapter that fluctuate back and forth can get slightly confusing at times. And number 3, the authors don't clearly lay out each tool at the beginning of the book. Rather, they list a tool and expand on that tool before going to the next one, and it gets kind of confusing at the beginning of the book as well. One more thing is that there's nothing in the book to suggest a template or helpful tools when undertaking a change project. The objective of Switch is to unite the rational side with the emotional side. This is what the Heath brothers identify as the main obstacle to change. In Chapter 1, we're able to see the rational side, entitled The Rider, that wants to have the great beach body, while the emotional side, the elephant, wants an Oreo cookie. It's tying these 2 thoughts together that creates successful change. Through the book, the author gives us our tools, directing the rider, motivating the elephant, and shaping the path, as well as giving us subcategories to help us with these tools. Studies and scenarios back up the author's statements, and Wall Street Journal, the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, Time Magazine, Business Week, and Smart Money all praise the valuable material that the Heath brothers provide us. I highly recommend this book for anybody that's looking to make some changes in their organization, but also as an inspirational piece of literature. If a book can give you inspiration on changing a little thing to make a whole lot of difference, no matter what aspect of life, then why not read it? Everyone can change something in their life, team, or organization. I'm glad I took the time to read the book, and it's available on audio versions if you don't have the time. In the attachments, I provided the PowerPoint slide and also an outline of the tools that the authors provide us.